Hey everyone, this is going to be quite special. This is, I know you guys love the oddball stuff. I love the oddball stuff. If you've got or have built or has a friend that's built some oddball stuff, send it over because it's the only way we're going to find these people. This is Karl, finally at long last. The story with Karl, a very well-dressed man, and this is his Jaguar. Did it start as an R?
It was a XJ8.
XJ8.
With a 4-liter making 270 horse stock.
That's a generous
right.
estimate. And it now has?
It now makes 488 at the wheels, 575 at the crank.
LS motor.
LS motor.
And like a serious LS motor, not even like an E-Rod engine.
Yeah, so this started life as a 376 525 GM Performance crate motor.
Okay.
And then it has full Ligenfelter head conversion, ZR1 specs, heads milled for normally aspirated LS9 heads, so titanium valves, sodium-filled exhaust valves, high lift cam, GT11 cam.
The level that you've gone in this car is way overboard. I love it because it's not just the engine. Like, the interior is finished. Like, these seats you said are out of an Audi S4.
These are junkyard seats out of a B5 S4. I bought an entire B5 S4 interior for $90.
Stop it. And then retrimmed it?
And recovered
so what did this
them.
whole interior cost you? Like a couple $100?
Couple $100.
The suede and the quilting is like beautiful. You've got, is this Nardi? It looks a Nardi-ish steering wheel.
Very good. It's a Nardi Gara 3 JDM wheel.
It's super cool.
But I should clarify, I have a whole series of builds I've done that are not budget builds, right? I've done a built GT3, I had one of the first Sharkworks cars, I had a Gallardo, I had a bunch of other stuff. This is a budget build. I bought this car off eBay for $1,201. $1,200.
How much has gone into the whole car if it's a budget build? 40, 50?
All parts, everything, including this motor, you could build this for $38,000 worth of parts.
And oh, by the way, it has a gated 6-speed manual gearbox. Is it T56?
It's a T56 Magnum with 3-layer Kevlar synchros that still chatter a little.
I've never seen a gated shifter on an LS before. Why isn't everyone doing this?
It's kind of awesome.
It's so awesome. It's not kind. And oh, by the way, long wheelbase. It's
right?
A long wheelbase car. This is so. The gauges are it's been. Karl has been sending me updates, and here's where I throw Karl under the bus a little bit. Most people we film one takes with, there's two emails, 3 emails back and forth, scheduling and whatnot. I looked this morning for fun. I have 47 emails from Karl. I've been watching this build the whole way, or a big portion of the way. He even shipped it down here to have me drive it a couple months ago. Unfortunately broke. It was some sorting issues, but we're here now. Oh my god, the clicking of the shifter. What is that?
That's Kevlar synchro.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh wow, you do hear that. Okay, that's the only hint of unrefinement in the whole car. I gotta go wipers. Is that here?
Yeah.
Yes, single wiper. Is that original?
90s, yeah.
It originally had one wiper.
Original single wiper, yeah.
All right, what have you done for brakes?
So you've got 365 millimeter front and rear, minimal power assist, no ABS, 6-pot front, 4-pot rears.
The brake pedal travel is a little more than I would like.
Yeah, it's hard to balance the amount of pedal arc that you want with the amount of boost you want, right? So
I'm having the opposite problem with my Mustang,
with your Mustang, right?
Where it's too much boost and too little pedal, so you have too much pedal and not enough boost.
Exactly, yeah. I may have to do the reverse of what you're doing with the Mustang.
Put in a bigger master cylinder?
And do the bigger master cylinder, exactly. Go to the 21 millimeter or go to a Can-Am style, plunger master.
Is this the original master cylinder that's in this?
No, but it is the original brake booster with a different boost ratio.
Oh, okay.
So I've de-boosted it a bit.
And you're also running 1552 wheels?
Yeah.
The homie Matt Crook over there?
Huge props to the 1552 guys. They actually rushed a set of 2-piece forged wheels out to me for our original shoot date.
Tunnel. Hold on, Karl. Priorities, and the tunnel is of the highest priority. I mean, you know what? For all the power, it's pretty refined. I mean, it's loud-ish outside the car, but in here it's good. So why do any of this? What was the point?
So, I'm a consultant. I pick up clients all the time. I need a 4-door sedan.
And this is what you came up with.
I wasn't gonna have something boring.
No, I was in New Jersey and I drove an Infiniti J30 that had a blown LS in it.
Yeah.
And I was like, why'd you do it? He's like, well, I need a family car.
Right, yeah.
It's the same.
Exactly. I mean, I thought about building this project and I was like,
turn around here.
I could either order an RS7.
Uh-huh.
And by the way, I would have ordered the same color, Ipanema brown.
What is this color from?
This is a OEM color on the R8 and S8.
Oh,
it's an Audi color.
Interesting. I would have thought it was more like the Nissan 350Z Gold with a little more brown in it.
So if you look at them, if you look at those two colors side by side, the Z would look super gold.
Yeah.
And this would look super brown.
Okay.
But yeah, I really like this color. I really liked being able to do some touches with the door handles and the bullet mirrors. And
yeah, you shaved the door handles and put these really neat like Aston Martin style levers.
Yeah, I mean it's got some character to it. I think honestly what inspired this car more than anything is, so we're about the same age. When I was in high school, my dad had a D2 S8.
Okay.
Brand new. At that time, current buy style at that time. And that was just such a cool car. Big V8.
I liked those cars. Remember the 2001 era?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I like those cars.
The Ronin era.
Right. You assure me right now that the transmission is not going to launch itself, right? That's just the noise, right?
Not gonna happen.
Okay.
And you got a lot of red line to work with.
I know, but the wet roads, and I'm nervous about your car. People are gonna call me a pussy.
You're good.
But like, I want to. Your car is so nice and finished and pretty. Like as far as it doesn't, a project car, like people always leave something out. They always stop somewhere and go, fuck it, good enough,
Right.
But
move on to the next one.
No, this has like, I don't want to say factory, but like it's as close as you're gonna find, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I want to rev the shit out of this thing, but I need a straight line.
I mean, you got 7,000 RPM to work with according to Ligenfelter.
Well, unfortunately, your brake pedal isn't inspiring a whole lot of confidence, and so I'm sure the car will stop. It's just a matter of when.
And though AO48s are a rain tire for the Lotus Cup series, they are not much of a rain tire.
Really? Someone paid somebody off, and that's how that happened?
They're a hell of a lot better than the AO05s would be in the rain, but yeah. I actually ran the AO05. Well, I ran these AO48 ad bands on my GT3 and then changed over to the Michelin Pilot Sport Cups on a 9N7 GT3 1. And I'd say these tires in the Sport Cups are about the same in the dry.
Yeah.
But neither is very
This is a rain tire that's as good as a Sport Cup in the dry, you think? Wow.
I mean, they run as a rain tire. It's an R compound with a nearly SCCA illegal treadwear rating. So
I will tell you that you have the same issue in this car that I have with my Vanquish, which is that you now have 3 pedals in a space meant for 2.
Exactly.
And therefore you have no dead pedal.
Yep.
Which is sort of a bummer, but at least you're smaller than me and don't have big bread-loaf feet like I have. I have big bread-loaf feet, and so that's an issue for me. But this thing is fucking awesome, dude. Even though I'm not going as fast as I know it will go.
If you just leave this in second, if you downshift to second up here, just leave it
in second?
Just rev it out.
Okay.
You'll be
I'll
impressed.
do it for you, Carl. The gated shifter is the best. That's my favorite thing about the whole car. You do have 7,000 RPM to play with. Fuck me, is this thing fast? This is the best Jag ever.
I mean, it's got
Didn't you mention in one of your 47 emails that you have a better power to weight ratio than
a
an
V8
F-Type?
F-Type.
Yeah.
What's crazy is, so people who kind of know the history of these cars will say to me, well, that's the last of the steel Jaguars, the last of the steel sedans. It must be really heavy. No, in fact, this car is 800 pounds lighter than the new aluminum light XJ.
These things were always the lightest cars in their class.
Yeah.
Always.
Like, you compare this to this probably in bad taste, but the Princess Di Edition S-Class.
Yeah. Oh my God. Well, that's a tank.
I mean,
this thing is so fucking cool. I love it. I love that it's a long wheelbase. You know what I mean? There's so much not giving a fuck in a long wheelbase car.
This is like the, I had a guy here in LA ask me, so like, why this? Of all the project cars, why this? And I'm like, you know, the XJ is like, it's like if a Jason Statham character were a real person, this is what he'd drive.
It is. Yeah. This is like proper transporter shit. Because, like, what's Jaguar, right? Grace, space, pace. I think you have grace in here. Maybe not with the 1552s. Though
Right.
I love Matt Crook, but it wouldn't be my wheel choice to put these on here. I think there's probably another solution that might match the style a little better. But I mean, the engine is definitely the pace, and the long wheelbase is the space. All right, I'll just mat it first.
Do it.
Well, that noise from there is scary, but if you assure me that it's fine, I'll believe you.
They tell me it's fine.
If they say so, whoever they is.
Right?
Dude, I'm so glad you brought this thing down here. This thing is so awesome. It's completely unlike any other project car. Because who does a full-size sedan project car? Like, nobody.
Right?
And I imagine you must have said to yourself, if I am going to put a manual in this car, it must be based on your outfit.
Right.
You know what I mean? You're a Finnish guy. You definitely like you got everything matches, and that's how it's got to be with your car, I imagine, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, everybody who sits in this car who's at all, not even like enthusiast level, but at all into cars,
Yeah.
is like, wow, I wish I could do that in my car.
I wish I could do this. If you ever want to sell this, will you promise to call me first?
I will call you.
Like, I'm not saying now, and I know you should keep it. This fits. Now that we've met in person, this fits you really well. Better than it fits me. But if you ever want to sell it, you must call me first. Because this thing's the coolest fucking thing.
Well, that's a hell of an endorsement. I appreciate it.
So, your Magnum T56, do you have the super long sixth like a vet, or is it close ratio like CTS?
Yeah, there's the road race gears. The
Okay, so it's a
CTSV,
close
exactly,
ratio
yeah.
6-speed. So how is your fuel economy?
Pretty laughable, especially because I like to test Ligenfelter's claims.
Yeah.
But honestly, anything that's 6.2 liters and can spin reliably at $7,000 and puts out this kind of power is pretty impressive.
So forget the economy. What's your range? Can you go to San Francisco or something on one tank, or is it that bad?
No, it's not that bad. You could get here. You could get here from Reno if you stretched a tank.
Oh, that's not so bad. And we've got air conditioning going. You have a radio. I mean, you have zero sacrifice from Jaguar's mission with this car.
Absolutely. And some
is that
people
embossed in the wood, or is that a sticker? No, seriously, that's awesome.
It's a sticker that I clear coated over.
That looks like it's in the wood.
Right.
That looks great. He has a little 6.2 liter badge there that looks like it could easily be factory.
What you'd never guess is this is dipped.
In what?
That's not wood.
Really?
That's dipped aluminum.
No way. That looks great. Dude, Carl, this thing is the tits. This is so money. I'm so comfortable in here. This is the best car ever. I mean, it really is. Like, you know, I would try and get rid of that noise because that's a little disconcerting. But, like, you're 99.7% there. I want to, like, hang on. I'm just going to leave the camera. I love your e-brake is there. I just want to, what happened? Oh, there we go. I want to sit in the back real quick.
Do it.
I want to see, we're going to let it roll.
mean, even with your seat as far back as your seat is.
Yeah. What's really amazing is back here, the floors are really high. My knees are like in my face, but I can fit behind myself back here. This is brilliant. Thank you guys for watching. Thanks for finally making it down here.
Thanks, Matt. This is awesome.
Oh my God. Please call me if you ever want to sell this. It's the best. See you guys later.
Thanks.